Okay, guys, this has been out. This is my review of Godzilla Minus One, the latest Godzilla film to come out of Japan from its originators, from the Toho Studios, the originators, the ones who invented Godzilla. 60, how long has it been? 69 years? Something like that, I think. And I saw this review, I saw this preview already, and I'm so excited for it to come out here. It's coming out on December 1st in theaters around here in the States. Vic and I are going to go watch it. But there's certain things I'm not going to play the trailer and act like I've not seen this before. I've seen it already. But there are things I want to nitpick, okay? So that I can give you my thoughts. I think it's a very good trailer. Some people will say, oh, they show too much of Godzilla. But you know what? The way I look at it is, being a Godzilla fan since I was a child, I know what he looks like. And I know there are different versions of him throughout the years. The last Toho film that came out that had Godzilla was Shin Godzilla back in 2016, which I really liked a lot. That was really good. It was a different take, very unique. What I like about this one is that this takes place couple years after the end of the Second World War. So this is literally after World War II. So it's from that time period. It's not from modern times. It's not happening now. It's not like in the legendary films. And by the way, not HBO, what's it called? Apple TV Plus is coming out with Monarch Legacy or something like that. And that's coming out this month too. It's like November's official Godzilla month. I don't know, man. There's a lot of Godzilla stuff coming out. So I'm going to be watching that too. So here we go. Now, it starts with the logo from Toho, right? And they're like, what did this, right? They're like, and then check it out. You see the ship right there? Okay. When I saw that ship, I was like, wow. A lot of times throughout the films, the Godzilla films throughout the years, they don't really show much of what Godzilla does to a ship after it's done with it. Here, you kind of see it. You kind of see the wreckage. Now, why it's still floating, I have no damn clue unless it's in shallow water. But anyway, that's one part of it. So I thought that was pretty cool. Hold up. Now, I like this. This is definitely a nod from the legendary movies because we saw this. I remember seeing this in the first Godzilla film from 2014 when it literally swam under the ship and kept on going towards the shore. Right here, this. Look at that. What? Okay. Did you? That's amazing. I love that. I wonder if they even knew, if that was swimming under them. Probably not, and I loved how they show the visual of that, so it's definitely something to look forward to when you see the whole movie. Let's see what else we got here. I'm going to move forward a little bit. Of course, you see this guy right here? This guy? The one in the far left here with the glasses, that's their Dr. Serizawa. Oh yeah, Dr. Serizawa. For those of you who are not familiar, Dr. Serizawa was a character in the original 1954 Gojira, and and they resurrected his character again for the 2014 films. For the first Godzilla in 2014 and in Godzilla King of the Monsters, where he sacrifices himself in that movie to save Godzilla, to bring him back, to power him up. But here they bring him back again as a scientist to try to figure out what this creature is and where they come from and all that kind of stuff. Right? The future of this country is in our hands. Now, it's funny how I see this, right? I don't know if this is, this is a very sensitive topic. If you have to consider. First of all, let's be real. Japan got it the worst in World War II because they were the ones that were the first recipients of the first test of the atomic bomb, of a nuclear weapon in 1945. And there's somewhat of an unbroken thread from that moment to, funny enough, these movies that came out years later that Toho released about this radioactive creature called Godzilla. A product of, nuclear weapon testing, and this here, is obviously what I could tell is what Godzilla has done to the city, I see people with signs there, as if they're protesting or picket signs or something. It's kind of weird. I mean, this is definitely well after, and there's people there trying to make a statement, I think. What that statement is, who knows? We'll see what the movie shows. All right, let's keep going. A new rig. Oh God. This part always, but when I saw this the first time, look at this. Look at this. You see that? That's quite accurate if you think about it. I mean, think about how heavy Godzilla must be. And here he is stepping into man-made concrete. Like, as if that concrete is strong enough to hold up that kind of weight. Look what happens. Boing! It's like, and what's crazy, and I can't catch it here, but there are people, you could see people on there being catapulted up in the air when he steps into the ground like that. You know, it's like, yeah, that's kind of accurate. You know, if you're that close to him and he's stepping down and the whole ground goes boing, you're going to go that way. You're going to go that way. So, yeah, that's really crazy. Right, so there's Dr. Serizawa, again, trying to explain what's going on, you know, where Godzilla may have come from in this region. All right, let's see what else we got here. Oh, yeah. Look at this. Right here. Boom! You know what's sad? Out of all the train tracks that were there, had to land right in the train track that train happened to have been going through to crash into it. Luck would have it, right? Poor guys. A new reign of terror. Okay, and these people are running, and they're running from flying vehicles. Flying vehicles. Oh, look at the look on this girl. Look at the look on her face. I like this shot. I don't know if this is going to be one of the main characters, if she plays a pivotal role in this movie. I'll find out when I see it. I think she's in one of the trains. But she sees Godzilla walking her way, and her face says it all right there, you know? And what I'm thinking about in regards to this movie is that this movie is going to be very, like Shin Godzilla. I found Shin Godzilla to be more character-driven than its previous incarnations from Toho. I think this one's going to be even more character-driven based on the time period it's happening. And look at the look on her face. She's terrified. She's like looking wide-eyed at this thing coming her way. It's like, dang, you know, like this is real. This is happening. Look at that. Oh, here's another part that I like about this preview. Ready? And of course, you see there's the character development, the kids. I want to take care of my kids. And here's Godzilla taking a chunk out of a train. Have you ever noticed that in many of these original Godzilla films, he's always taking a chunk out of a train? These trains, man. All right, let's see what else we got. I like it. Yeah, boom. Okay, right there. That sound, that Godzilla roar, I don't know how many of you recognize it. I recognized it. That is the same Godzilla roar soundbite from 1954, from the original 1954 film. They're using that same soundbite. Sure, they made it sound better because of the technology, but it's the same soundbite nonetheless. Love it. Love it. Love that they use that. That's actually my favorite Godzilla roar from the original movie. You know, it sounds so freaking real and menacing, you know? And actually, if you listen carefully, I heard there are two roars in that from the 1954 movie. And it sounded like they were trying to blend them together. Here, let me see if you can hear them. It sounded like they were blending them together. Yeah, that's what it sounded like. They're wiping out everything. And you think these people got a chance? They don't got a chance. Like, imagine that chasing you. Here's some perspective. Jaws 1975, when the Great White was chasing them when they were trying to get back to shore. Yeah. That's what I thought. That ain't happening. Yeah, that didn't work. Look, you see? Told you. It just pissed him off more. He threw the whole boat into the. I don't know if it's the same boat, but wow, that is amazing. This movie's gonna be. Look at that. He's screaming. He's not happy. Look at that. Look. Now, when I first saw this particular Godzilla look, I was a little thrown off by the spikes in his back because it seemed really discombobulated. Like I kind of like how they're more uniform in the other versions of them, but here, like the top ones seem bigger than than the ones going down, so it seemed off, you know. But I get it. I get why they're trying to do that. I've kind of gotten used to it since then. So I'm kind of like, okay, you know what? I'll roll with this, you know. But because it still looks hot, nonetheless. And that's a very, you know, for those of you who are like real true blood Godzilla fans out there who recognize certain features on this creature, I find this Godzilla to be kind of like from the head up, he looks more like the Godzilla from the Heisei era. You know, that look, right? From the 80s into the 90s, late 80s into the 90s. That look right there. Yeah, that's kind of the look I kind of see. The rest of them, maybe I see a little bit of Shin Godzilla there still. Except for the arms, because the arms are bigger and stronger, and he's got more, you know, because the Shin Godzilla, he was like, oh, God. That was the only thing I didn't like about that Godzilla. I liked him, but those arms, man, those little scrawny arms, couldn't do a dang thing. Couldn't do anything with those arms. Here, you could tell he could do stuff with those arms. Look at this. Boom! Like point-blank range. He's attacking the battleship, and the battleship is shooting at it point blank range. Okay, now, if that wasn't good enough, check this out. Okay. Did you see that? Did you see that? That was unique. I never seen that before. You know, they retained the same light blue glow of the spikes before he unleashes his atomic breath. Fine, and they even took a nod from, and I know they got this from the legendary Godzilla from here in the States, with the lighting of the spikes starting from the tail working its way up. Okay, that was not a thing with Godzilla until 2014. To the 2014 Godzilla. That's when that started. That whole thing, when it starts from the tail and it works its way up. Before that, the whole thing would just light up first, and then he would spit fire. Here, you get the same thing, but something new's been added. Those spikes are popping out. You see that? They're popping. It's like they're being activated, like some kind of, I don't know, like some kind of mechanism is inside. Somebody pressed a button and it's like pop, and it's powering up. It's powering up, ready to spit out his fire. Then here's the logo.
Godzilla.
-1. Wait. Boom! You saw that, right? You don't see him spitting the fire. They're not going to let you see that yet. They're going to wait until you see the movie to see that. But what I liked about this part was how after it popped out, right before he spits out the radioactive fire, it locks back in again. It was as if it was like boom, 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 bam. Spit, fire. Look, pow! Oh, God, that is great. That is amazing. You know, so that's you know, so there it is, guys. I'm really excited about this movie. You know, it's definitely something I heard about. But then when I saw the first preview for it, I was impressed. And then I saw this preview and I got really impressed. So let me know what you think. What do you think of Godzilla Minus One? Are you going to watch it? Are you a big Godzilla fan? Talk to me, comment below, and share with me your thoughts on this upcoming new addition to the Toho, the originators of my most favorite monster of all time, Godzilla, King of the Monsters. That's right. Or in this case, Godzilla Minus One, which is, I don't know what's the math equation about that. Maybe the movie will explain it. Who knows? Until next time, this is Ralph Perez from Horror and Coffee. Take care.